So this is the first time I'm gonna be playing this is the first time I've played Nekopara. I've watched the playthrough of it like however many years ago. I don't remember any of it, so good. I'm a lot blinder when it comes to volume 2 and 3, and especially 4, because while I know that while the YouTubers that I was watching at the time had playthroughs of those games, I did not watch them. Good. All right. Either way, let's get going. Let's just start it. I got an achievement already. I got 2 achievements. Try playing it in Japanese. Oh, right. Because I switched the volume. I switched the language to Japanese for a bit. Phew. This should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm as the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April and only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage on it. Any signage yet. Brand new exterior. Wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was a large window which let lots of sunlight in. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soliel. I don't know how to pronounce it. Instead of the proper French article "le," it is "La Soliel," meaning the sun. Yes, thank you. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. La Soleil. But there's an L. La Soleil. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. No, okay. I softly murmured to myself. I mean, it's probably silent. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew, despite the stature of my family's name, and everything that had happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happened. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright. In any case, I better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. Flashbang. What's with this big box? I wonder. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were 2 of them, and they've got holes in them. Fragile, delicate. Absolute. This side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything like this, quite like this. First off, there were boxes that looked like they came from my house. How do you know? Do you have cashew specific boxes? If these were from the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... Ah, she ruined the surprise. Huh? Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. She's so clueless. She didn't meow. Oh. Like that would fool me. What the fuck are you doing, Chocolate? And this is how 99% of cat girl fetishes started. We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know. Yeah, the movers were probably like, man, this box is heavy. Yeah. Literally what I just said. Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you'd describe Chocolate. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. No! Vanilla's ruined the surprise as well. Hey. Why is Vanilla here too? Yeah, but they do like boxes, so... Absolutely fuming. Again, huh? In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of here. I was at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? What is Sugar doing? Bro, I don't know about you, Kasho, but you should realize that all of them were in on this. You should realize that they would have been able to get away with stuffing themselves into boxes without without the rest of them knowing. I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There was no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. And people, and then this one guy shows up, and is like, and sees and looks at cat girls and is like, yeah, you know, the cat girls at Nekopara, they're actually slaves. After all, catgirls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as catgirls. Yeah, Elon Musk. This is Elon Musk's dream right here. These days, catgirls fit into society as pets in families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on catgirls. That's why she has 6 of them. So our family has 6, including chocolate and vanilla. 7? We don't get into that. That's spoilers for me. Even for me. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. No way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see. So Shigure was an accomplice then. You know, I had Cashew the first part. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of him either. You know, for one of the first visual novels I've ever watched a playthrough of. Press P. No, I know the P button, but this is so animated. Like, bro, it's there it is. There's the achievement. Like their bodies are swaying and they've got lip syncing multiple times. Look, it's only vanilla doesn't have anything to bounce. Okay, so see, I didn't need to press P for chocolate. Mofu Mofu. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. They're so cute. Without any ill intentions, the 2 cat girls were off and running. While the bakery did have living quarters on the 2nd floor. Ah, it's like another visual novel that I know where they live in a patisserie. So I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either. So I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. They're like 1 to 3 years old. Yeah, around there. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I moved out without saying anything. So for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I could hear from Shigure soon though, anyhow. Why? I don't know. Alright, now they've marked their scent on my bed. Good work, you two. See, vanilla moves a little. Yeah, there's a bit of a hill. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh. Like, bro, why is this Why did the first visual novel I've ever watched someone play have to be the most animated out of any of the other visual novels I've watched or played? I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bonked them both on their head while they had their eyes closed. That's part of the reason why it's popular though, right? I mean, yeah. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my movie boxes? You had no choice? Just tagged along? You two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. You were at home. You wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure and the other cat girls are there too. It'd be better if you two just... They're hungry. Yeah? Oh. While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I haven't eaten anything since that morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then? Well, that's a given. These two were as easygoing as always. Flashbang. I'm getting fired up, meow. Meat, huh? Must be meat. Huh? Yeah. You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. As the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shigure often? Hey, first of all, Shigure is your master.
川ショコラパチパチパチ。
Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead.
ご主人様、シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。
But that's stuff for but that's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here.
ご主人様、ひどい。ひどいぶった切りようです。
What?
よしよし、ショコラ泣かないの。ご主人はひどい人だね。
Bro! Don't say don't just say that, then toss it in the basket all nonchalantly.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard, or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。
Ah!
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。
It doesn't even show the animation again. God damn it. What is the source of that audio issue anyway? OBS.
久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ご主人も素直になればいいのに。さ。
Not again. It has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't just put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
交渉です。お願いします、ご主人様。
We repent.
何とぞショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油髪は気持ち悪い。あの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。かわいそうに。
That's what I'm saying.
猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Hey! I put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We only just moved here. But suddenly, we already have disapproving glares directed at us. Just buy the shampoo, then.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど、ご主人ケチ。
Yep. I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. Well, that was on you, Casho, so... After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit that shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you could say that was the cute side of cat girls.
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。
Ice cream.
本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
Cashew. Yeah, but like the thing is, I'm trying to say cashew, but you know, the part of me that learned Japanese is like, don't say cashew. It definitely does. What is the smell? I turned towards the source of it.
いらっしゃいませ。
Best girl. It's best girl, right?
美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？
Now I want takoyaki.
あ、猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。本
Milk is not best. Milk is not my best girl. You already know Coconut is. It was a cat girl younger than Chocolate and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, it looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. So then, if in Nekopara, a cat girl at around 6 months is 12, then a year-old cat girl is 24. Hang on. And how old are Chocolate and Vanilla? They're like 8 months old? I don't remember. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over. The cats in this world are a lot kinder to each other than in real life. The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Well, to be more exact, my little sister is their owner. The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said they were twins and now about 9 months old. Yeah, 9 months old. I was a month off, but I still that makes them around like 18. So, you know, my little sister is actually quite the education freak. Wait, how do cat girls proliferate? I don't know. you don't ask me. Look, I wouldn't be able to tell you the answer. You know, my best guess, cat boys. No, so how cat girls came to be originally is through Elon Musk's science experiment, right? And then the rest of the cat girls existed through breeding. There you go. Back then they were really noisy, but it was all worth it. Damn, you're really calling your own family member a friend. She's just friend. Don't call me master, you spriteless woman. Well, I am grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
子猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。上、こうすきあり、ゴロゴロゴロ。
But
ゴロゴロゴロ。
the three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. He grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. The amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased. There was more of a balance, and owners were quite elated.
ほんと責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど、でもそいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うとなんとも言えないけどね。
There was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That is true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought from me.
ああ、そうだった。
Can't believe Cashew is opening up to the prospect of having chocolate and vanilla live with them.
お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？
After being so vehemently against it that he essentially snuck out of their house.
熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。
You can have takoyaki for dinner. I've had it before.
ご主人が作ってくれるから。ごめん。
Chocolate and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly. Is it me, or does Vanilla sound quieter than the music? I don't know why I'm bringing it up now after it's already been like 30 minutes, but like, do you have that? Is it fine for you, or like, do you have the same thing? As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ？
The large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
はい、たこ焼き3つですね。
Actually, I haven't done this yet. Alright, there you go. I had to do it with milk, okay? Oh, goodbye.
ご主人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。ご主人。
It's going to take time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
そこらも、もうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。
But the real question is how many takoyaki? Because like the standard is around like 6, and if they're a bit bigger, then you can get 4. I don't know why when Milk called out for 3 takoyaki, it kind of sounded like she was saying to only make 3, but you know, like three sets of like 6.
ご主人かっこいい。しぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
A tsundere older brother, I don't think it's a good thing. Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
はいはい。じゃあ こっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。
Maybe Vanilla's voice a little low. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of her voices, some of her lines are alright, but then when she's when she gets quieter, like it dies down a bit. The music kind of overpowers her.
うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
Oh,
ありがとうございます。ショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
fish roe and cheese. That sounds good. My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I'm not using Magpie. I wonder about what I wonder about that as I looked at Chocolate and Vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. Meow, meow, meow.
Nekopara.
Windowed mode? Yeah, of course I'm playing in windowed mode. If I wasn't playing in windowed mode, it'd look weird because I've got a 1600 by I still can't get a hold of her. Hang on. Were the guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Just then, I tried calling Shigure several times, but couldn't get through to her. Just like that, it had already gotten this late. Look, Shigure is not picking up the phone because she's mad at you for basically sneaking out without saying goodbye to her. I would be too, honestly. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. I really didn't understand my family's schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。
My laptop shut down. Jesus, I changed it from I changed the game from full screen. It unplugged. Oh, never mind. I was trying to make a joke and then you just told me the explanation before I can say it.
久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。
Huh?
私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。ご主人のエロ。
Don't look at me like that, Vanilla. See, here's the thing. It's been so long since I watched the playthrough of it. I forgot how short this game is. Oh yeah, that scene. Look, there's a reason there's a mature rating on this game when you go through Twitch categories, okay? And this scene is one of the reasons. Oh, you haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃにゃにゃ、にゃんですか。ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。
It shows nipples in the old ages version as well. Hang on a minute. What? I don't think so. If it did, then it would have been censored in the playthrough I watched. Oh no, I don't know if
その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。
it shouldn't show nipples. I thought it'd be covered up by soap or the god rays.
それに、ショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. Theme. I mean, here's the thing. Like in Sugar Sweet Temptation, right? The opening of Sugar Sweet Temptation shows the fucking bathroom scene, but in the game, it never shows. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ、帰る支度？
Depends on the dev. True.
ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。
See, now I just feel bad for Chocolate Vanilla.
ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし。
Because bro is just trying to kick them out.
あと、ご 主人かっこいい。なんか妙に男前に見えてきた。
Look, I get it. He's had to live with his sister, 6 cat girls, and his parents his entire life, and he's finally able to move out. But Chocolate and Vanilla are his cats, right? So why is he trying to kick them out? Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. The two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. This sugar day isn't picking up. I'll take you two home. So go get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turned away from me and cast their gazes downwards. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way, nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued. Listen up, you two. I'm going to open my bakery. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two, get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. The quiet voice I could barely hear. Chocolate said something with her head down. What'd you say? Came closer and asked her to repeat herself.
嫌です。ショコラは絶対に帰りません。そんなこと言うご主人様は嫌いです。
Oh, what? Hey, wait. Hey, Chocolate.
私もタットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Wait, stop. Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほらほら、ご主人様、こっちですよ。ショコラはこちらにございます。
Dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt.
猫にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Maybe so in Chocolate's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on. I've got you now, Chocolate.
いやー、ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？
Huh?
ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
God damn it. I'm not. I am not. It's because you two are running around.
にゃーん、スキャリです。
Hey, stop it. You're still going to run. Gah, I've got you, Vanilla.
こちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
What? Chocolate, stop. Really, stop. Guahaha. Choco, guaha. No.
ナイスアシスト、ショコラ。ささ。
Like I said, stop running. The two of them didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. For now, I'll let you stay, but only for tonight. I don't have guest beds or futons, okay? While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Even if I took them home, everyone was sure to be asleep by now. The one glimmer of hope I had that Shigure would call me back didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority.
もちろんご主人様のベッドで寝ます。私もご主人のベッドで我慢する。
Cleverly, they had even brought pajamas. Just how much planning went into their schemes anyway. Really, if you two sleep there, where will I?
一緒に寝 主人は人の男子なのに往生際が悪い。順番はご主人、ショコラ、私でいい。にゃー、ご主人様とバニラに囲まれて幸せにゃん。
No, the sleeping arrangement should be cashew in the middle, chocolate and vanilla on the on each side. Okay? Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded.
じゃあ押しかけたのはショコラたちですし、ここでいいですよ。猫らしく丸まって寝ますし。贅沢は言わない私たち超けなげ。猫の鏡。こんな感じで。
I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of an empty room without even curtains. That's way too pitiful for of a sight to be called praiseworthy.
お引っ越ししたばかりで段ボールたくさんありますよね。お家作ったらあったかいって聞いたし、なんとかなる気がする。
That's something only strange people would say. Where did these cat girls get this information from anyway? Well, they've probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Shigure's room. Chocolate isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books though. Whatever. You two guys sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April after all.
そしたらご主人様はどうするんですか？ショコラの隣？
I'm going to sleep on the sofa in the living room. Sofa could fit 1 person, and there's air conditioning in there if I need it.
ダメですよ。それならショコラがソファーで寝ますから。ご主人様はバニラと一緒にお布団で寝てください。私こそソファーのが落ち着く。ショコラとご主人でベッド使えばいい。
It moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their heads and spoke in a clear and stern voice. Listen up. I will sleep on the sofa and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders, understood?
ご主人様。ご主人。
I said it like that deliberately. The two of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
They mustered out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled me with guilt, as it should. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest, as you should. That pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい。
Night. If anything happens, call for me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。おやすみ、ご主人。
Gently rub their heads, the heads of the 2 dispirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. That said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
Vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. Pain in my heart from before becomes even sharper. Good. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully. It's okay. If it's just for 1 night, don't worry about it. Now then, go to sleep. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I laid down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave in to my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. While I continued to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions, I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. If chocolate was only a blanket, there's a pretty big difference between an underquilt and a bed covering. I wasn't able to read the rest of it. All of it.
その件に関してはショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
Was what she told me when I was finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will...
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
Huh? Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case...
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。愛してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Wait, Shigure... Seriously? As the ruthless, energetic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort all this out if I could just talk to Shigure.
朝ごはんおいしいですね。ご主人様のご飯はいつでもおいしいですにゃ。ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。
The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches, incidentally, contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce, with an over-easy fried egg tucked inside. All of that. Inside all of that, it was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Eating habits of cat girls are pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I was unable to get everything put away yesterday. Today I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
Bro. She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。そうですよね。やっぱり。
Bro. Shoulders drooped more than before. The ears just sat atop her head, which sat atop her head, drooped downheartedly too.
ショコラ。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. Good. I tilted the already cold coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my misjudgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところにいたいです。
Usually, always perky ears are drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly, under her own volition.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. Hang on. Yeah. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. Thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, I wouldn't have said this. That... Understood? Hmm?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
He smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか。
Oh, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but I looked over at the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain. It was as if the inside of the bakery was being completely made of boxes. Had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。大変申し訳ございません。
I accidentally gave you twice the amount you invoiced.
こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして。
Right.
水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Hang on. I imagine that you may be in need of these items right away. Accept this order. Huh? For all this? The mountain of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. As if I accepted, and if I accepted it all, that would be a lot of work to deal with all the. It would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. But it's going to take a while to deal with all of this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But it would have, but to have it redelivered would take double the effort too. But what are you girls doing? That's right, I have a lifeline.
にゃにゃ、にゃんですか？猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
I'm exhausted. I glanced at the table where we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders. Oh.
ご主人様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Thanks, Chocolate. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find. And I really did need help this time. That's so cute. I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two. Too cute, man.
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。ショコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. They leaned forward toward me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Whoa! Why? Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm showed earlier and completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up the second floor, still dejected. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, This wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い子？
Oh, you're perfect, Vanilla and Chocolate. She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls. That's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
Because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it.
うーん。
She blinked as she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me long and hard.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Vanilla,
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
with those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live a simple life as a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Fuck you. Moi, I broke Master's cup. Let's just say the cup broke by itself. How are you gonna explain that?
あれ？今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Just like yesterday, we walked through the park in the evening. However, that food store was nowhere to be seen. It just so happened that no one was home on the day. I decided to take the two cat girls home. I'd also happened to leave the house key behind. So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigude got home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ？また旅だっけ？
Hang on.
だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't you rest a bit? Why don't we rest a bit?
あ、はい。少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It was pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there. Why don't we rest a bit? I don't know. Maybe you can say, I changed my mind. I don't want to kick you out of my house. You can stay with me as long as you want. Hmm? Fuck you.
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. Oh. The The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah,
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
yeah.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラ離れててもご主人様って呼んでてもいいですか？
Fuck you, Cashew. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hide her emotions, biting her lip. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will. Of course I will.
ご主人様ごめんなさい主人様
I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
No, he isn't. He can go fuck himself. I don't really think I'm kind at all. At least he's self-aware about
主
it.
人様前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before, Chocolate closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラを ご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Oh, of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. Often there was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
Ah, I definitely do remember that. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. Ah, look at them! At this point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. A combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて。 声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて、助けて、誰か助けてって思いながら、ただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら、
It's all right. You two, I'm with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
Said that the faintest said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm. But there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one who was saying all this too. Wait, I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけお願いしちゃダメでしょうか。ショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。
Chocolate voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocolate, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, chocolate and vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. Yeah, you were. Motherfucker. Didn't even say goodbye. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all. Oh.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
Like, bro, I don't know what Cashew doesn't realize. Him leaving without saying a word was more hurtful than if he said goodbye. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat at Vanilla's side, at Chocolate's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。
Yes, because Vanilla sat at Vanilla's side.
たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla,
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
it was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There's not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who made to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Should not be happening. That's what I'm saying, bro. Fucking just let them stay. It's not that hard. Like, huh? Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to catgirls, huh? Saying no to their words. Not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
I won't be like it. It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like, got it?
大丈夫です。
Oh, took long enough. This didn't... Why was this a cashew, you fucking moron? Why do you have to put chocolate and vanilla through such torment?
ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
Dreary moments seem to have blown away by a dazzling smile. Despite all the time about family, all the talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. Sometimes people hate what they love. Look, let me think about it from Cashew's perspective, alright? So, Cashew wants what's best for the girls, and since he will be spending most of the time in the bakery, he won't be able to spend that time with chocolate and vanilla like Shigure would at the home, I guess. Although I thought it was all still some immature. Perhaps cat girls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. The cat girls are more innocent than humans. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉も A4 でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
Also, if you don't know, the highest grade of beef in Japan is A5. So, you know, vanilla just wants a grade lower. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain. I lovingly rub their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We have to go buy that shampoo you guys like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっこいい。
He still didn't buy the shampoo, bro.
ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Not Matsuzaka beef. Well, today's a celebration, so why not?
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay? This was the beginning of a bright new life. And together with the happy and high-spirited chocolate and vanilla, we took the first step together towards it. The first steps towards it. There it is. At least bump this up a bit. You know. Can't not show the intro. Let me do this as well. Right? You know. Wow, look at all these characters we definitely know nothing about. Coconut is definitely not my favorite. So cute. Hang on a minute. See, it shows the shower scene in the opening. Bro, what was that panty shot? Wow, look, they're so cute, guys. Don't worry about what happened before. Don't worry about the two CGs they showed before. Oh, so cute.